This meeting is
Okay,
live streamed.
setting up Facebook Live. Okay, all right. I think we're on. Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures of Sarah. Another Travel the Globe episode with me, Andrew Vallone, and I'm trying to drink the wine. Uh, I'm trying to drink the wine that I have in the background there, and I'm joined with my buddy coming to you live and direct from Istanbul, Thailand. Hello, buddy.
Hey, hey, Andrew, how are you? It's been a while.
I'm doing good. I know. Yeah. Well, let's see. It's probably been since maybe the summer. I don't even
Hmm.
remember. Yeah.
Maybe even April or something. Maybe you were in
Yeah.
Istanbul for a while.
Yeah. I think the last couple times I've been in Istanbul, maybe you were in Bodrum or something
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes. I was.
So,
And
everyone, folks, we're gonna talk. We're talking Turkey today. Um, but we're actually doing a kind of double episode this week. So today we're gonna talk about the turkey in a teacup, and on Thursday at the same bat channel, same bat time, we're gonna be talking about some of the other turkey tours that we've run in the past and will run again in the future. Also, if you have any questions about anything turkey related, put them in the comment section here on Facebook, and Thailand and I will do our best to get those answered. So yes, cross our fingers. Hey, what? It's Istanbul. It's January. I lived there 3 years ago in January. I kind of remember it being cold, but not so bad. Is it dead in Istanbul? What's going on in Istanbul right
it's never dead in Istanbul. You know
now? That was a trick.
that.
That was a trick question, buddy.
It's never that in Istanbul, but it's been a couple of days we've been having some snow. Uh, for the New Year's, the night of the New Year's,
Hmm.
people living on the northern part of Istanbul, on both sides, on Europe and on Asia. You know, Istanbul is
Yeah.
on a city that lives on both continents. I mean, Europe and Asia. So the people living on the northern parts of the city woke up with snow the first day of the first year, and ever since
Well,
that day, it's been like on and off, on and off. It's getting cold. It gets warm, and when it gets cold, it just brings snow. And it's not in the past couple of days, but now it's okay. We don't see any snow outside, but it's cold. It's cold. I mean, Celsius wise, it's 5 Celsius.
okay. Yeah, I think that's the same kind of cold wave that's going through Europe because about a week ago we
Yeah.
had snow, and I mean, I could see the Sea Adriatic from where I live, and I think that's the first time we ever had snow where it stuck, and it was really
Oh,
cold, like -10 wind chill.
oh my
Uh,
God.
yeah, I know, but I mean, same for you, I guess, on the Bosphorus. I mean, I'm kind of thinking it wouldn't snow right on the Bosphorus, but because
It
I mean, Istanbul's
does.
so close. Yeah.
It does. Even though we're in the same latitude
Yeah.
with San Francisco.
Mm,
I do know my cousin lived there, and he was talking about it. Never snowed there
mm,
because it's another air stream coming from
yeah.
north, something that affects also the northwest area, like Seattle area. It's a kind of a different microclimate, but we get our weather in Istanbul from, guess where? The Balkans. The bad weather comes from
Yeah.
the Balkans.
It's like we've had enough of our crappy weather. Why don't you take it, Istanbul?
Exactly. Yes.
Well, it's a give and take. I mean, let's face it. I mean, like I was in Albania not so long ago, and I'm
That's
like, okay, I'm like, this thing on the menu came from Greece or from Turkey, or
okay.
it came and then got bastardized, and rebranded and renamed. Um, and that's not a bad thing because I mean the food and whatever you want to call it, Eastern Mediterranean,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
is
I
so
love
is so good. So yeah, we'll give you some bad weather. You can give us some. I think we have like 5 or 6 different kind of baklava-esque
it. Of
desserts. Like
course, yes.
there's like no dessert that doesn't include some kind of something dipped in honey or some or something sweet. I was like, can I get a gelato? It's like, no,
No.
no gelato.
Yeah,
But
go to Italy.
yeah, I know exactly. And no Turkish style ice cream either. So
Yeah.
maybe that needs to
That's
be
difficult to
imported.
find, yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool. So what's your now you're living in, for those who don't know, you're kind of like straddling not just two continents, but you're straddling Istanbul and Bodrum,
Yes.
on the coast of on the coast. So tell us a little bit about that. How's that working out? Is it like summers by the seaside and whatever,
Well, yes,
winters on Istanbul? Or
mostly that's what I do. I mean, it's not like a summer house for me, but Bodrum is a small resort area in the southwest corner of Turkey. Uh, we are kind of like the corner of Turkey. Like further south is Mediterranean, further north is the Aegean, technically. So it's a
yeah,
peninsula, by the way. If I go on the north side, it's technically the Aegean. If I'm on the south side, it's the Mediterranean. So it's a great place to live, especially during summer. I mean, we get a lot of good weather there. It's beach town and I don't know, fun, good nightlife and everything. I mean, good restaurants and
yeah,
everything. During winter, it doesn't become a dead city. It becomes a small fishing resort, tea and fishing town kind of vibes.
yeah,
So yeah, definitely Eastern Mediterranean, a true Mediterranean vibe. But I'm married now, and I'm in Istanbul, and we now have a baby. So my wife has her thing going on here. So I'm in between. I go
yeah,
back and forth, and my heart is still in Bodrum. My heart is
yeah.
still in Bodrum because Istanbul, yes, it's a lovely city to visit. It's a great place to enjoy a couple of days if you're vacationing, if you're visiting. But if you want to live here,
Yeah.
that could be a little tricky with the traffic and with the crowds. It could be too much. It could be too. It's just overwhelming. You know about it. Come on. I mean,
Yeah,
even
I
though
know.
you lived in a quieter part of
Yeah, I
Istanbul
mean,
for a while.
yeah, when I was on the Asian side in the quieter neighborhood, it really seemed like it didn't seem like 20 million people there. So
Mhm.
it was kind of fun because you're just like, I'm gonna spend 50 cents, take the ferry ride
Yeah,
across
yeah,
the European side, and just delve into all that kind of chaos and madness and sights and smells and sounds and all that stuff, and then just be like, I'm gonna hit the eject button, go back to the other side. And then it's like it was like a normal city, maybe a big city, it's always something going on, but
yeah.
not like crazy, not metropolis like it is on the European side. But I kind of think, like, probably it's the same for you. If you're all the time in Bodrum, like you need some of the energy,
Oh yeah,
you need some of that chaos that Istanbul brings.
yes,
And
yes.
so it's nice to go over and get your fix, and then you're like, let's see, when am I going to get back to my peace and quiet on the seaside?
No, I already have arranged my time. I mean, I know when I'm going to Bodrum and how long I'm going to spend already. It's already happening. I mean, which motorcycles am I going to bring? How
Oh.
long am I going to ride them? Which beaches? That I'm already set. Like everything else is not that organized, maybe, but this I know when I'm doing it.
Awesome. Now wait a sec. You've got motorcycles?
It's a couple of them. Yeah, I gotta
Oh, okay.
not
I
much, not
I
much.
okay. Okay. I have not seen I didn't know you rode, so yeah.
I have two scooters, like Vespas.
Yeah, yeah, a Vespa style, yeah.
Yeah, and just recently got a 500cc scramble style Italian bike called Fantic, and it's been a while that I have this 1985 Honda. It is actually an American-made Honda. It was made
Mm.
for American market.
And it still
Somehow
runs after 41 years.
Interestingly, yes, and somehow it made it to Adana, to Incirlik Air Base, the American Air Base in Adana, and the American soldiers brought it there, and they
Okay.
sold it to locals, and my friends bought it from these locals and customized it, and then they forgot about it in front of their backyard or
Yeah.
in their backyard, and it was rotting when I found it, and that was my mainly the pandemic project. So I just
Wow. Okay. So that's kind of
resurrected that.
like Yo MTV Istanbul Pimp My Ride.
But the thing is, every time I go to Bodrum, I have to spend 2 days to get it to work again, and then I ride
Okay.
it for 2 days, I leave it for 2 months, and I come back and do the same thing.
Yeah, maybe you need to give it to someone so it's always like
No, no,
always running. No, no,
no,
no.
no, no, no. It's gonna stay.
Well, that doesn't sound like something you could do a road trip on. And road trips are something that you and I have done a lot. I mean,
Yes.
that's kind of what was it right after pandemic? That's kind of how we started exploring
Oh yeah.
a bunch of places that eventually became tours for Adventures with Sarah. And those road trips are great. And I really do think in a few months from now we're gonna have another little road trip
Yes.
to figure out a couple different things that we could offer for 2027. So uh, for those of you like, ooh, what's that? And we'll tell a little bit more on Thursday when we reconvene and talk about some
Thursday, same
travels.
time. Thursday,
Yes,
same time.
yes, same time, same
Yes.
everything.
Same time.
Um,
Same.
but yeah, I love and I don't know if your uncle. So Tylen's uncle came with on one of the road trips. That was great, Inky, and I'm
He
not sure
he
what
he
he's
made
doing.
me. He
But
made me come.
I would invite him. He's definitely like it's the and plus he's a doctor. So if anything goes totally sideways on us, and because I mean, let's face it, when we go on road trips, we're not exactly hitting all the biggest cities and major sites.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, this is really close to the Syrian border, Thailand. I just got an SMS from Welcome to Syria. Let's go check out this town.
You know,
But
do you remember that I had this idea that when we did this tour in southeast Turkey,
yes,
the food oriented tour in southeast
yeah.
a couple of years ago. Before that, I had this idea that I'm gonna order food from the town across the border from Syria, and they're gonna bring it to the border. It was going to happen until there was a issue with the border patrol or something like that. So I was going to do it. The kebabs were
I,
going to be a lunch kebab from Syria.
Yeah, I mean, it's like on the itinerary, it only said one country, Turkey, but we came close to getting to. And I have a feeling next year we are going to be somewhere in Turkey eating some hummus or kebabs from Syria. It's going to happen. I think so because I love that idea of just like, hey,
Yes.
they got Volt or whatever whatever delivery food service over there. So someone's got it. We'll pay extra to bring it across the border, and hopefully the border guards will take a small bribe to get the food pass. No weapons, just some good food.
That's
Oh,
Thursday. Thursday, that's what we're going to talk about. But
yes, they
today, what are we talking about
talk
today?
about today turkey in a teacup, buddy. So
Yes.
let's get on with the serious stuff. We got to show people because I mean I know a lot of folks been with AWS, have been to Turkey, have met you before, but not everyone. And Sarah and I really want to get more people coming to Turkey because it's great. I mean, I think I've spent more time. I know I've spent more time in Turkey in the last 5 years than any other
Yeah,
place other than
that's good.
Slovenia because I live here, so that's an excuse. But there is so much stuff to see there, and like I would say, Turkey in a Teacup lives up to its name because it's like here's all these essential turkey things for first timers that you got to experience to get a little taste so you come back and ask for
Yes.
more. So
Do you
let's
want me
get
to?
on.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to? I prepared something little. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Can you
So
yep.
I
All
just
right.
send you a request if that's okay.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
should be able to
Yep. Keynote.
open up your yep. All right, here
Okay.
we go. All right, success.
All right. Good.
Yay. Oh, I mean, this is great because like there's three quintessential things in this first photo. What? Now I'm going to ask you, and the audience could be like, well, I wonder what those three things are.
Yeah.
I see three things, and one of them is the most quintessential thing, especially for Istanbul. What is the most quintessential item of Istanbul that's in this photograph here, Tyler?
Well, you might be thinking that it is the Bosphorus or the teacup, but it's not.
But it's
It's
not.
the
It's not.
cat.
It
It's
is
the
the cat.
cat. Yes.
Istanbul city of cats. Like I know
Istanbul,
a
city of
lot of
cats.
places they want to be like city of cat capital, but I think Istanbul takes the cake for
No,
that
Istanbul is.
one.
Sometimes I feel like Istanbul is run by cats. It's just an amazing thing. You know, I mean, there are like Instagram accounts for cats of Istanbul. It's not only one; there are like several of them
Oh,
that you
there's
can
got to be.
find. It's
That's not surprising.
crazy. It's
Let's
crazy. You
face
know.
it. It might actually work out better for everyone if a cat ran the city, for a couple of weeks and see what happens. Uh,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Oh, and on that note, and I've talked with you about this before, and I think one of these days we have to make it happen because at AWS we want some swag, we want some things that people can order, and I really would love to do like a one of those one a day calendars that's just like 365 cats in Turkey, like
Oh,
because it would not take us very long to get those photos together,
you
and
just
who
name it.
doesn't
I mean,
want? Yeah.
I just need a year.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we're a little too late for 2026, but maybe we could shoot for 2027 with that in mind. When you're on your tours and travels, get as many cat photos and like write the street down, like this is the cat, this is the street, whatever. And we can even, be kind of cute and put a GPS coordinate in so people can go hunting, not hunting to kill the cat, but hunting to find the cat with their
Yeah.
little like photo from the calendar. So I think if you like that idea, folks, and you would want to buy one of those calendars, let us know because I think that'd be something so cool and so very Istanbul.
Let's see. Okay,
Okay, all right.
Turkey and Teacup. This is a tour that is very original. It has a very original name, first of all, and I totally give the credit to Sarah. Sarah is the one that came up with this name. We were like, "Oh, what are we going to call this? What are we going to? Let's do this. Let's do that." And then she's like, "Just leave it to me, and I'm going. It's going to come." And a couple of days later, she's like, "I got it. Turkey in a teacup." And yes, it's a great name, man. Turkey in a
It's a
teacup.
gr- it's
Now,
a, it's a it's a great name, and we've even used it now for other tours as well.
exactly.
But yours is the original, so
Yes,
don't want to step on your toes there, buddy.
Turkey in teacup is the original, and now you got the Thailand in teacup,
Yeah.
which I
Yes.
will be getting a little taste of it this year.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
those of you in Thailand, you'll see Thailand, and that totally screwed me up because I'm like, it's Thailand in a teacup. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, but right now we'll just stick for turkey in a teacup with the
Yes,
tea
yes,
and the cat.
yes, yes. So we got the teacup, which is a traditional teacup. It is ever since the Ottoman period we have this type of teacups, which became kind of like a standard teacup. Interestingly, the tray underneath the teacup is just a blank one. But when you go to a regular, just a or a random tea house in the countryside, you will find these teacups with red dots and floral decorations on it. White dot,
Oh
red
yeah,
dot, and floral decorations on it.
mm,
I was very curious about how it became a standard thing, and I found out that it's actually a design coming from Iran. Interestingly,
okay.
and
That
they
doesn't
were
surprise me, I guess, with
yeah,
the
yeah,
with
yeah.
some of the Persian motifs and things.
Exactly, exactly. So, in the Middle East, uh, tea is big, especially after 1800s, when they started planting tea, and when the British started doing um the trade of tea in the region, especially from Ceylon. They also found places to plant tea. So north part of Turkey, around in the Black Sea area, they do plant tea. We do grow our own tea in Turkey,
Mhm.
but we drink tea whenever
Yeah.
whenever we get to someone's house. It's tea is always ready, and it's brewed tea, not tea bags or tea leaves. Or whenever you go to a store to do business, you're buying something. Let's say that you're buying a car. Let's say that you're buying a house. Let's say that you're buying, I don't know, something. It doesn't matter. If it is something that you're going to spend time negotiating or adding more and building up an inventory, there you go. Tea. Tea is always the answer. And people, especially the shopkeepers, drink like a liter of tea every day.
They
But
they
the thing
must,
is,
because they're always drinking it when you come and sit down or just look at something.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah.
That's why I think it's a great idea that we have the name as Turkey and Teacup. It just tells a lot. And in the background we have the Bosphorus. This is the Bosphorus, and Bosphorus is what divides the two continents and the city of Istanbul into two. Uh, Istanbul being named in different time periods and different names. Before it was called as Istanbul, it was called as Constantinopolis, the city of Constantine, polis, city of Constantine. It was the Roman capital of the Eastern Roman Empire for a long time until the Ottoman. Uh, I will refer to them as Ottoman. It's actually the I think the American way of saying is Ottoman,
Mhm.
but I learned it as Ottoman. It just sticks with me, Ottoman. So I'll just refer to Ottoman. So the Ottoman capital city, Ottomans makes the city as their own capital city until 1923. 1923, the Republic of Turkey is established. That's a whole different story that we are actually covering on this tour. Turkey in the Teacup is a itinerary that we have been working on it for a long time. It basically covers the highlights of Istanbul, but in a different way, in an adventures with Sarah way. Let's see. Istanbul. Obviously, we start with Istanbul. It makes sense to start with Istanbul because we have international airports. There are two international airports in Istanbul. The IST one is the one that Turkish Airlines uses a lot. And Turkish Airlines will give you really good deals for connections to Europe as well. So if you're planning on coming to this tour, and if you say that, okay, like 10 days in Turkey or 8 days in Turkey, I'd like to do something else, and go visit, I don't know, Africa. I can do Europe. Make sure you check Turkish Airlines because you might be finding really good deals that will take you from even all the way from Seattle. Now we have direct flights from Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles. So the West
Yeah,
Coast.
a lot of places with direct flights.
Yeah.
And a little tip: if you're on the Turkish Airlines website, you can be like, "Hey, do you want to stop over in Istanbul?" And you're like, "Yeah, I do. It's going to be for like 8 or 9 days for this tour." And then where to next? And I did this last year, and that ticket, because I had a stopover, was less
Hmm.
than if I didn't have a stopover.
That's
So
what I was going to say.
so it's like, hey, go travel somewhere else afterwards, and you'll save less on the airfare. I mean, I've been flying them a lot in the last 5 or 6 years. Really good service, good food.
Good
The
food,
new the new
definitely.
the new the new airport is massive. So make sure you don't do something crazy like only get something where you have like a 1 hour transfer time there.
No, no,
But
no, no, no.
otherwise, it's really easy to travel with them. So
So that's the reason why we start Istanbul. So make sure you check Turkish Airlines. They are Star Alliance mileage. So I think United has the same mileage as Turkish Airlines. Um, but it doesn't mean that Delta or KLM or British Airways don't fly in. We get all the international flights
yeah, I
coming
think
in
I
too.
mean I think everyone flies to Istanbul now.
Yeah, yeah, everyone does. Uh, so that's the reason why we start in Istanbul, and the start is in Istanbul, and then we finish in Izmir, Izmir Airport. Just a note. I mean, I'll be technical here. I'll be getting a little technical here. The arrival transfers, you are responsible. So you can arrive earlier, a couple of days before the tour starts, or just the day of the tour starts. We are going to be meeting at the hotel in Karaköy. Karaköy is now the heart of the city. It's very close to the old town. Uh, it's just like 3, 4 stops on the tram that is running through Karaköy. So we just wanted to be away from all the tourist traps as a place to stay, and and also easy for people to use public transportation or just walk around. And it's actually the place that we're staying is right along the water, not right along, but very close to the waterfront, and walking. It's a pedestrian street, walking distance to a lot of the restaurants and also the public transportation hubs. So Istanbul is where we start. Istanbul is where we start, and Istanbul is a lovely city, as I mentioned. So we'll be seeing places like Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque and Topkapı Palace. So these are some of the highlights that we'll be covering. But in Istanbul, we like you to have enough time on your own. So the first day we get together in the afternoon and have a short meeting, and then take an orientation walk around, and then we will be. So what day is it? 21st September.
As I said, 21st through the 29th of September.
21st to the 29th, yes, September 21st to September 29th. So we are meeting at the hotel in Karaköy, and we'll be doing an orientation walk that takes around like an hour, get to know where we are. And then we will be eating at a nearby local restaurant, our first dinner together. And then the following day, I don't want to rush people that much. That is the reason why I started a little later, like around 9 o'clock, and I like to do the highlights. So I call it the Istanbul. We call it the Great Istanbul Greatest Hits. So we have, yeah, I like it. So the big picture here on the slide is it's a mosque. It looks like it is a mosque today. It looks like a mosque, but it was actually built as a cathedral. It is one of the well-known, most popular landmarks of the Eastern Romans, which was called as the Byzantine Empire later on by historians. It is Hagia Sophia, the Church of Holy Wisdom, that was built in 6th century AD, and in 15th century AD, so 11 centuries later. No, sorry, 9th century. I'm terrible in math. You just do the 9 centuries later. It was converted into a mosque by the Ottomans. Never harmed. It was actually preserved, and it was converted into a mosque. It became the major mosque of the city. And then places like Topkapı Palace is also this day, which was the palace of the Ottoman family and the Ottoman Sultan, where it lived, and it became quite a grandiose area every century as they added. So other things that we're doing is visiting the underground cistern, and which is a Roman time period around 6th century AD again. So this is the day that we like to cover as much. I always like to do additional stuff, and I always like to keep us away from the crowd. So I'm very flexible in our itinerary, since we don't have a big crowd of people. Our groups are small. It's very easy to navigate, and since it's more like a family style itinerary that we like to present. We try to stay away as much as we can, of course, from crowds. So if Blue Mosque that day is very crowded, we'll skip it for another day, as long as we are there, or for the afternoon. So we are very flexible. This is actually a very physical activity level, a high physical activity level, especially the starting of the tour, because we need to walk in the old town. We cannot drive in the old town. There is no way that you can drive into the old town. You have to take the tram, and then you have to walk. I mean, you know it. I mean,
oh yeah, well, but I mean the tram system is easy peasy.
easy,
but yeah,
yes.
I mean it's I mean it can get, of course, it can get really crowded, or you can have some. I know one time I was there and it was some religious pilgrimage,
Yeah.
and like didn't know that in advance. But that's great. You're flexible, because yeah, I mean it is nice to see the Blue Mosque without 6,000 people there. If it's just like 2,000, like it's a little bit more doable.
So This is inside of Hagia Sophia. Look at this. This is amazing. Amazing
Yeah,
place to
it is.
visit.
It's something else.
It is. Eh, let's call it this way. If you've been to Saint Mark in Venice,
Hmm.
you get a similar feeling. If you're in Saint Mark, this is larger than Saint Mark. Let's put it that way. And it takes Saint Mark Cathedral takes Hagia Sophia as a pioneer, as a model, especially in the interior decoration, especially in the mosaic decorations. Let's put it that way. Love this. The view of everywhere around the Bosphorus is astonishing. I mean, look at this skyline with modern and uh, ancient, even the ancient ruins that you will be seeing in some parts. Like there's actually on the right hand side lower corner of this picture of the slide, there's actually a wall which is a Roman wall dating to the Roman time period. The skyline of Istanbul is always like this, very picturesque. Wherever you turn your head, you're gonna eventually find something.
Yeah,
So,
and the best way to get these panoramas is always being on a boat, because the view of the city from the Bosphorus is
yeah.
fantastic.
So the day three, we like to do in the morning the markets of Istanbul. So Grand Bazaar and Spice Market in day three. We like to cover starting from Grand Bazaar and walking down to Spice Market, taste some spices, see a lot of textiles, get into the hidden parts of the markets, if we can, of course, do extra additional discoveries as much as we can. And I always like to take the opportunity to do all the experiences as we walk. So it's nothing like that. I set it up all the time, but just improvise on the way. That is the way to live Istanbul, by the way. I mean, if there's something going on there, if there's a wedding going on there, or I don't know, a social meeting is happening there, I say, come on, let's be a part of it. You'll never know where it comes out, and you'll never know if it comes out again, if another wedding
Yeah.
comes out again.
Well, you got to kind of embrace the chaos while you're over there, because
Exactly,
when
exactly.
you go to those markets, it's like, hey, there's 20 million people who live there, and then God knows how many tourists. So it's like you're not the only one who wants to sample olives and feta cheese and some spices. So it's like you just kind of do this, and yeah, and make sure you have your eyes focused on Thailand, so you
That's
don't get
why
lost.
in Istanbul I wear my mustard color rain jacket.
Oh, okay.
And in the afternoon, we'd like to take a ferry across to the Asian side. This way, we get to experience the Bosphorus as well. And we're on the other side, and you've been in the other side in
Hmm.
Kadıköy area, and do a market tour of the real people of the city, the locals of the city. So the fish market area, like the restaurants like Chia, Middle Eastern and Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean type of food, and maybe a drink or maybe Turkish coffee. It is a chill place, and by now you know how to use the public transportation. I let you on your own there. If you don't want to
Oh
come follow
my.
me back
That's
to
that's great. I mean, it's easy, especially with that, if you give people the Istanbul card. Um,
exactly. I mean, it's just one ferry ride, and you're back in the same neighborhood, Kadıköy to Karaköy. You just have to know how to make the differentiation. They are exactly the same words, like Kadıköy and Karaköy.
well, I think the worst thing that could happen is if you take a ferry from the Asian side back to the European side, and
Yeah,
don't go to the right ferry place, you end up in some other cool neighborhood, because I kind of know what other ferries you could
yeah.
get, and it's like, hey, that's great. You'll just explore some new part of Istanbul that you didn't really know was there. So
and
nothing
just
wrong
take a
with that.
and just take a tram back to our neighborhood, because all the places, all the ferry landing places on the European side, the popular ones are actually on the tram line, which is Karaköy. Our hotel neighborhood is also located. So the following day is interesting. Following day is interesting because the following day I'd like to give people some time in the morning, an easy morning, and have a an afternoon flight to Cappadocia. Cappadocia, right at the heart of the country, in the center of the country. I actually, if you look at this picture, right in between the two uh, towers, two chimneys. These are fairy chimneys. If you look careful, you can see. If you do this up and down, you can see a mountain, like a an outline of a mountain. That is.
Oh yeah.
That is actually supposed to be much clearer, but when I downloaded it to this PowerPoint thing, it just changed its saturation, I think. Anyway, there is a mountain there. It's called Erciyes Mountain. It's a volcanic mountain that's responsible for the formations. These formations that we're looking at, these are called fairy chimneys. So we are going to Cappadocia to see this unique terrain, unique landscape, unique terrain, which is a volcanic area filled with volcanic debris, an area that is filled with volcanic debris, which we call it the tufa. Tufa is the volcanic ash that is compressed over time with gravity. And with the erosions, natural erosions, which causes them to have these type of formations called fairy chimneys, which I will be explaining them much detail when we're there, and we'll be seeing them different shapes, like small ones, narrow ones, tall ones, fat ones. You know them.
Oh yeah, and yeah. I mean, I don't know what other photos you have, because some people might look not on this photo, but when you're at some places, you like, is this the place where they filmed Star Wars? Because I even thought that when I was there the first time.
Like
and then
this.
someone's like, yeah, exactly. It was like, are there gonna be some Jawas coming out? And
Jawas.
It's like Tatooine. But then someone said, no, that was Tunisia, and I was like, oh, okay. But some of it definitely had that vibe.
Yes.
That it's just very, it's exotic. I mean, that's why we have the word exotic. This place just seemed very exotic, otherworldly too.
But the movie that you were talking about last week, the Turkish Star Wars movie.
Oh God, yes.
They shooted actually parts of it here in Cappadocia.
All right, just as a quick side note, if you want something totally crazy and bizarre, just Google Turkish Star Wars, and just watch it. It's like one of those, what was the Mystery Science 3000 or whatever thing. It's one of those so bad, so awful, yet they actually made this movie, Turkish science fiction movie, that basically stole plenty of stuff from Star Wars and then added a bunch of other random stuff. It's a cult classic, and I know they made a sequel. So if you love it, then there's like a part 2 that came out in the last 5 years. So just one of those, if you're bored out in the middle of the night, Turkish Star Wars, you can't go wrong.
So Turkish Star Wars, yeah. So we are going to Cappadocia. So we'll be in Cappadocia, right at the heart of the country. Completely different than Istanbul. Very very different landscape. We are in the countryside. We are experiencing all the charms of the countryside. Less people, definitely a lot less people, and a different landscape, a unique landscape, as I was telling you. As you can see, this is one of the villages that people were living in. Some of these places are still people are living inside of them. Not here in this picture, but in the smaller villages, you still see people that have carved into this volcanic formation and have been living there for many centuries in the same place. So full of history, an early Christian area, by the way, because there are a lot of open air monasteries and underground cities like this. You see, this is one of them. This is from last year, by the way, the Turkey and the Teacup group from last year. This is a different underground city that we discovered. I mean, it was first time for me too. They recently opened it, and the road was just built, and there was absolutely no one there. Like no one.
They haven't like put it out there maybe on the tourist map or something. But that's great. I mean,
Exactly. And we were like having our own tour, and we got the local guide from there too, and he gave us his own tour, and I interpreted for the group, and it was amazing. I mean, even for me, it was something new. I mean, I even had a different experience.
hey, but that's great. You got to always find something new.
Yeah, yeah,
Make it interesting and surprising for everyone, not just the guests.
yeah, and that's my mustard color
Oh
red
yeah, yeah.
jacket.
You cannot get lost in the Spice Bazaar with that, unless you're
Exactly.
standing next to like a thing of spices that would like
Yes,
like half the spices are that color. But if
exactly. Turmeric.
otherwise you'll be okay.
So Cappadocia, this is how we spell Cappadocia:
Uh,
Kappadokia. And Cappadocia, this is from the year before last,
okay.
2024, and you see the woman on the little.
What are those? Are those like cantaloupes,
No,
melons?
those are squash.
Oh, squash.
They're
Okay.
squash. They're like pumpkin squash, but we don't eat them.
Huh.
They are actually taking the seeds out. So it's the pumpkin seeds that we eat here in Turkey,
Oh.
which is actually high in vitamin C and also good for a lot of stuff.
Oh, I
Uh,
figured you would use them in your little mante or dumplings because I thought some of them have pumpkin in them, but maybe that's a different kind of
no,
pumpkin.
not this one, not this one.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
this one they just take the seeds out and the rest just throw it to the farm or feed it to the animals. They don't do anything with these.
Okay.
Yeah, they roast the seeds and they eat it for the winter. So
Okay. Yeah, like we do.
so we are staying in Cappadocia in a lovely small village where not very many people are there. It's called Sinassos, and we're staying in one of the oldest houses that is run by a local family, and they do cook for us. I like eating at their place, and
Oh,
we
nice.
also do like a barbecue thing in the same place. I love the uh, family and the fact that it's a family-run place, and the town itself has a lot going on because there's a small university there with like three or four departments that are all related with tourism. So kids
Makes
are
sense.
there and locals are
Mm,
there. So it's just the
mm.
university kids and the locals are there. It makes it
What's the name of the village?
Sinassos. Sinassos is the name of the
Oh,
village.
okay, okay. Because I was now I know isn't because I was just thinking like that sounds Greek, and I'm like for
It
sure
is. It is. Well,
it is.
there's a Turkish name. It's Mustafa Pasha.
Ah, okay. I know it by that name, but I was gonna say you've got some people maybe that didn't go on the whatever population switch, maybe
Yeah.
that are still there from Greeks from that time,
Uh,
or do they all
No,
go back to Greece? No.
unfortunately, yeah, they
Okay.
unfortunately not. That's a whole different story that I cover in Mustafa Pasha in our walks and in the places
Oh, that's good.
that
Yeah,
we
because that's
visit.
an interesting story. It's not like I mean, that's
The
you don't have
population
there's not a whole
exchange
yeah
between Turkey and
population
Greece. Yes.
yeah, I know. It's like, usually that doesn't happen. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, cool. Oh wow, that looks amazing. The all those vaults with the carpet on them. Is that like an
Yes.
underground
Yes. Yes. This
carpet
is this.
shop?
No,
No.
it's actually a collection of carpets that they produced in Cappadocia region and around of Cappadocia region. This is a collection that I have taken a picture of it
Mm,
in a uh, caravanserai because
mm.
Cappadocia was part of the Silk Road. A lot of trade has been going on back and forth. And one of the items that has been traded was actually carpets, which they have been producing them ever since 6000 BC. I'm telling you, BC. We got
Yeah.
fragments of carpets from 6000 BC in the archaeological remains.
Wow.
It's crazy, yes, because it's a volcanic area. That's how it survived. Just like think it like Pompeii, a lot of things have survived,
Mm.
and the eruptions around in 6000 BC have preserved these type of textiles as well. That's how we get the information. So ever since that time, they've been making carpets and other crafts like Pottery, yes, yeah, here it is. Yes, this is one of the underground pottery workshops that we have visited last year. It doesn't mean that we always go to this place. I mean, there are plenty of them. We always like to go and see the interesting places with the unique pieces that they have in their collection, and if they are producing their own, it's not like a reseller or something. So underground pottery workshop. And the terrain we were talking about, like look at this. There's like maybe 50 other fairy chimneys
Yeah.
in an area. If you look at the top of the mountain, that's kind of like the top soil that it eroded down to here. See another view of the mountain, yes, and the
Yeah, you can see
carpets.
a
Carpets,
lot
yeah,
clearer there.
we do pay a visit to a carpet place and learn more about their art because it's a part of their culture. So that's one of the days that before we leave Cappadocia for before we leave Cappadocia for İzmir and
Yes.
Kuşadası and
Oh,
Ephesus.
and Ephesus,
Yes,
yes.
and Ephesus. As you can see, we got the mother goddess of
Oh.
the of today. We can call it the mother goddess because this is the fertility goddess for the locals. This is it doesn't look any Greek to me or Roman to me, but it is actually a Greek goddess, which is Artemis. Artemis, but this is an Artemis of Ephesus, which is a completely different Artemis. So the Artemis in Greece, mainland Greece, is different than the Artemis in uh, Asia Minor, which is today's Turkey, because of the local religions that had lived here, because of the cult of a mother goddess that had lived here for many, many centuries, even before the Greeks have captured and colonized the coastline. And we're talking about like ancient history, long before the Greeks have captured and colonized this area. You know, like maybe
Well, it definitely. I
1000
mean,
BC.
if I saw a photo of that, I would not think it's from Greece. So it definitely has a much different vibe to it.
Fun fact: this is a Artemis of Ephesus. There are a couple of original copies in that was found and excavated around Ephesus. Interestingly, one of the best preserved, and I think if you're asking me, the best one of an example of an Artemis, Ephesian Artemis, is in Naples Archaeology Museum.
Oh, okay.
If you go to Naples Archaeology Museum, you should check it out because it has a different color, a black alabaster color chest. Parts are different. It's all completely marble. So we are going to be finishing our tour in Ephesus. The idea that we're staying in Kuşadası, the town of Kuşadası, is we are visiting Ephesus. So we land to Izmir. Izmir is the airport that people can be leaving from at the end of the tour. But we are landing from Cappadocia to Izmir, and immediately we land. We're hungry because it's an early morning flight. It's like 8:30 flight. So we land and we ride to Ephesus. On the way, we say, okay, we're hungry. We're gonna stop for a little bite and a little drink because that area, just like Cappadocia was, but lately they have been establishing more modern places for production of wine. So vineyards. We are going to be spending some time in one of these vineyards and doing some wine tasting and maybe some Mediterranean style of food that we will be trying.
Nice. I think we stopped at a winery too in Izmir. I'm
This
not
is
sure if
the
it's
one,
the
I
same
think.
one.
Yes,
Oh,
this
that's
is
the
the
one.
one. Yes,
Okay, yeah.
this is the one. And I was, I was trying different places as we go, but I am now going to stick with this one because this is the best view, the best wine, and people are taking really good care there, and they have really good food. They didn't receive any Michelin ratings, but it's because they didn't want to receive it. They've been actually asked to be rated by Michelin, but they didn't want to be taken a Michelin rating.
I didn't. I don't think I knew. I don't know if I knew that Michelin had come to Turkey.
Oh no,
Maybe
yeah,
I.
we have it like
Yeah.
three
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think I've been to a Michelin restaurant in Istanbul.
Let's put it this way: the family-run place that we stay
Mm.
in Cappadocia
Yeah.
just got a Michelin rating.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and we are eating
Well,
there.
yes. Great. Okay. Awesome.
They even gonna be making preparing barbecue for us. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I might have to come for those couple days. Just just to inspect
just for the
everything.
Cappadocia.
Make sure it's all Michelin levels quality, buddy. That's all.
I mean, I'm not. I'm, we're doing something to impress people, so why not? If they have it, let's just
Hey, yeah, family run
all in.
Michelin place. There's
Oh yeah,
not that many of those. So I
exactly,
mean,
exactly.
probably especially in a small town like that. So that's really
Yeah.
neat.
So before we get to Kuşadası, which is a coastal city, now we stay at the away from the crowd of the. Uh, Let me see if I can find. Yeah, Kuşadası, away from the crowd
Oh,
of the cruise ship, because Kuşadası is a cruise ship town. This is uh, people come and visit here with cruise ships because it's like 20 minutes away from Ephesus, the well-known
yep.
side of Ephesus. But I found this newly renovated hotel away from the cruise ship crowd, the other side of the city, but with a lovely view. I don't know if I have the
Nice.
view here. Yeah, something like this, with a lovely view uh, of the bay. And we will be staying there for 2 nights. And the whole idea is to visit Ephesus and surroundings. This is from last year, I'm sorry, the Ephesus, the well known library house of Ephesus, as you can see in the background. So, one whole morning we will be in Ephesus. So before the tour ends, so that's going to be day 8, and we leave early as much as possible, like around 8 o'clock, and visit the site of Ephesus, visit the house of Mother Mary. We know that she lived with her last years. She lived with Saint John, and if Saint John had lived in Ephesus, she might have lived there. So there are some rumors about her living in the mountains of Ephesus, and they actually Vatican just approved a site of
Oh,
her and related with her, and saying that this is the Mother Mary's final resting location. This should be the place, and St. John's Basilica, where he was buried, but now we don't have the remains of his, but there's a cathedral there and it's a castle there, and that's the town of Selçuk. And if it is the market day, local market day, I like to do a visit to the local market of Selçuk, the town of Selçuk, which is a lovely place because we're in the Aegean region, and Aegean has the best local produce, seasonal produce all the time. The farmers markets are amazing in the western part of Turkey. So this is what we do, and we finish with a local meal nearby. And the following day, so that's going to be day 9. The tour ends, and the following day, I do arrange a transfer to Izmir airport. So the arrival transfers are on your own, but the departure transfer, I do arrange a free transfer to the Izmir International Airport in the morning for people who are flying out. But if you're going to stay longer or doing something else on your own,
and to let
I'll be.
everyone know, is you've got I don't know how many flights a day from Izmir to Istanbul, but quite a few to both
Oh yeah, a
airports.
lot, a lot, a lot. Even from Izmir to Europe, you can have British Airways flies, Lufthansa flies, Sun Express flies, Pegasus flies out of Izmir to Europe.
Yeah,
Places
yeah.
like
So
London
it's real
Heathrow.
easy to kind of continue on somewhere else, or you can go back, or you can get a very inexpensive a flight on
Yes,
Turkish or
yes,
Pegasus
yes,
or
yes.
whatever every other airline that operates in Turkey
To to Istanbul.
to back to Istanbul
Yeah.
and go from there. or you could hang around. And I know that you'd have plenty of for people who want to hang around and see more of Turkey on the coast or wherever.
Yeah.
That Thailand's got plenty of ideas
Oh, of course, of course.
of where to
They
spend
can
your time
contact
at.
me, and I can help them to arrange something, or just to get them organized. They can always contact me. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be part of this tour. You can always contact me. I mean, just send an email to Andrew or to Adventures with Sarah. They're gonna hook you up with me.
Exactly. We'll be the middleman. Yeah. Well, I haven't taken this tour. I've been everywhere except Kuraishi. I don't think I was there. I was on the coast with you a
No.
few years back, and we didn't get down there. But
No,
yeah, this
we
is
stayed in a village. We stayed in a village, and I thought staying at a second village will be repetitive after Cappadocia. So I said, yeah, let's
yeah.
do
I
a
mean, when you got
coastal
the
town.
nice village in Cappadocia, it's kind of probably hard to beat
Yeah,
that. So,
exactly.
but yeah. I mean, this is a nice, like, a little bit more than a week, and you've got a lot of highlights, and all three places couldn't be more different from each other. I mean, that's the thing. So you get a like variety of of tastes and vibes
Yeah.
from each destination.
One of the good things is there's hardly any long bus ride. I mean, our
Yes.
longest bus ride is probably 2 hours from Izmir airport to our hotel with a break at the winery.
Oh,
That's it.
that's if people can't make it there, then it's like, sorry, folks, because I know how it is in Turkey. I mean, there's usually a lot of longer bus rides
Oh
because
yeah,
Turkey's a big country. They've got really good bus routes, but it takes a while. Because yeah, I think when I went from Istanbul to Cappadocia, I took an overnight bus.
yeah.
And then I
It's
went
like
from
what, ten
Cappadocia,
hours?
something like that, and then Cappadocia to Adana, where we met first. I think I
8 hours?
also 8 hours, or maybe a little less.
Yeah, 6 hours.
But yeah, it's I mean 2 hours or less for Turkey or anywhere is
Mhm.
great, but especially Turkey. So yeah, that's really nice with these kind of direct flights, kind of
Exactly.
in the tour itself.
We use that. We use that. So flying from Istanbul to Cappadocia is going to be in the afternoon because Istanbul is we cannot rush in Istanbul.
Yeah, you
We
don't.
take
Yeah,
it in easy.
yeah.
But the flight from Cappadocia to Izmir is an early morning flight.
Mm.
That's the only day that we leave early. And also Cappadocia, there's an option. It's an optional balloon flight thing. That's going to be the day before, which I reserve people for a balloon flight. That I forgot to mention about that.
Yeah,
There
so
was
if people want to do the balloon flight or get more information,
exactly,
they could just
exactly,
ask you. But that's a super early thing, right? Because you're basically in the balloon by the time the sun comes up. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So technically, we fly between the places that we stay. So Istanbul to Cappadocia we fly, Cappadocia to Ephesus or Kuşadası we fly. That saves us a lot of time, and that gives
Mhm.
us a lot of flexibility to do other stuff on our own too.
Yeah, it's great, and it's nice that you give people that morning the day you leave Istanbul,
Oh yeah,
because you're probably gonna be purchasing more stuff than you thought. I mean, I mean,
a
let's face
luggage
it.
maybe.
The thing you need to purchase is another suitcase. Or I think on all the tours we've done together in Turkey, I'm probably like one of the only people that didn't end up with a carpet. So
You
you don't
didn't?
have to. There's no that yeah no I didn't. I mean, because look, I figure I'm there enough, and I mean there's some nice carpets in Samarkand. There's nice carpets in Baku. Everyone's got really nice carpets, and
I
I'm
think
like,
so too. Yeah.
someday. But I'm just kind of perusing. I'll have like I'll have like my top 1,000 carpets, and then I'll go on Adventures of Sarah Facebook page and say, okay, everyone, you choose the carpet I should buy. I think
Uh
we'll do it
huh.
like that.
All right. Good.
That might be kind of fun. But
Yeah, we
anyway,
can do that.
yeah, I mean, I think half the people don't intend to get a carpet, but they still come home with one. So
I mean,
yeah,
there's
it's nice to have the shopping time.
we like doing a stop at the Cappadocia place because Cappadocia is the heart of the whole carpet manufacturing thing in Turkey, right in the center of the country. Uh, better prices actually, and
Mm.
better merchandise in Cappadocia. I'm not saying that you won't find anything good in Istanbul or in Kuşadası. You will still find really good inventory, especially in Kuşadası because it's a cruise ship place and they have a lot of people visiting, and also Istanbul again, a lot of people visiting. So there's a demand, and that causes a lot of different inventory to be brought.
I think it's really helpful too that we stay in a place in Istanbul that's got a great location. But when you walk out of your hotel, you don't step two seconds and have someone try to sell you a carpet
No,
or
that's
anything else.
that's the reason why we're not
Yeah,
staying in the old town. The old town, I'm letting people know ahead of time that if you are coming early to Istanbul, or if you're on your own visiting Istanbul, if you have booked a hotel in the old town, yes, it's a great location, walking distance to every other place. But one, the restaurants are more or less the same restaurants. All of them are the same, almost the same thing that you'll be finding to eat. I'm not saying that not good. It's just not impressive after the second meal. It's just being repetitive. And two, a lot of people are trying to sell you stuff in there. They're trying to get you into their shops, or also people like you're just wandering around looking, doing, minding your own business, and these guys in nice shirts and dressed sometimes in tuxedos, they come in and they come and ask you like, oh, you need help, you need guidance, I can take you into Blue Mosque, I can take you here, oh, free of charge, no obligations. But
yeah,
at the end of the tour, they take you to their uncle's shop or their cousin's shop or somewhere that
yeah.
trying to get a kickback or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean and that's just how it is. And I think as long as people know about it in advance, I mean, it's like, hey, like that's their culture. Like, I mean, if every place was the same, traveling would get kind of boring.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I do really love the location where
yeah,
we stay on this tour, and then also kind of ending it on the seaside is really great, especially for those of you who got more time. There's so much more to see, and that'll give you the segue into we've got to go, but we're going to be back here on Thursday talking about some of the other things that we've done and will do again in the
yep,
future
yep.
for Adventures of Sarah in Turkey. Because there's a lot to see. It's a big country, and it has a lot of variety. So Thailand, thank you so much for
You're welcome.
coming
And
on.
some other slides that I just left it here
Oh, okay.
for
Food
like
slides. That's good.
the meals that we
Yeah,
have.
that's good.
Like the breakfasts are very typical, as you know, the upper right corner, and this big picture is from Cappadocia dinner, which they just got now a Michelin rating.
Mm.
This big picture is from
Oh,
this one
oh,
is
that's the
from,
winery.
yeah,
I'm
the
guessing.
winery. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's the winery, and the small one is from the hotel. Our breakfast table at the hotel, by the way, outside
Oh,
at the
oh,
end.
in Kureishi.
No, this is Cappadocia. This is
Oh,
Cappadocia.
also in Cappadocia. Wow.
And sometimes
Well,
we do these
alcohol.
kind of things.
What? No.
No, we
Really?
don't. No. Why? Of course we do. Like
Of course. Yeah.
you think we go to bed early? No, we don't. We go out and party. If
Yeah.
there's a chance, we go out and party. So I hope you enjoyed my small presentation here. The date that I wrote there is on the slideshow is October, but never mind, forget about it. It is September. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
September
September
21st to the
21st
20th.
to 29th
Yeah.
is the date, and we already have people sign up for it. I don't know the numbers, but you told me that we have enough for a small group, and I would love to have a few more people that will be coming and enjoying the tour with us, because we do have fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
do have
Yeah.
fun with people.
Lots of fun to be had.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll see you in like 2 days from now again
Yes.
with
Yes.
new photos and new stories.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Have fun.
folks. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and see you on Thursday for some more Talking Turkey with Thailand. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao. Bye bye.